Hello again. Thank you for watching this video and studying math with me. The topic of this video is rounding decimal numbers. We're going to learn the rules for rounding decimals. We will practice rounding decimals to any place, and we will round money amounts to the nearest cent or the nearest dollars. Now, it is appropriate for me to remind you the decimal value system, where these are ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and so on. But after the decimal point, they are tenths, hundredths, thousands, 10,000 and 100,000s. So we're going to be dealing with all of these. If we're dealing with cash money, this is going to be to the nearest dollar, and the hundredths place will be to the nearest cent. Now, the rules for rounding are very much as we talked about before, and so there is a work area ahead, and you should once I put the problems up there, you should pause the video, try to do them before you advance the video to look at the answers and the works. So here are some problems for you to give a go or rounding to these various places. I'll be back in a bit to help you check your work. Okay, I'm back in a bit. We're rounding this one to the nearest tenths place. So the 3 is what we're looking at to round up or down. And since this is an 8, we'll round it up. So that's going to be 5.4. Here we're also rounding to the nearest tenth. That means we're concerned with the 7. And since it's 5 or more, we're rounding up to 0.8. Here we're rounding to the nearest hundredth. That means we're rounding that. And since that is 3, we are rounding it to that. Here we round it to the nearest 1. Well, the ones place is right there, so we look at the fractional part and we round this just to 7. Here we round this to the nearest thousandths place. That is tenths, hundredths, thousandths, and so it is there. And so we're going to round this to 19.130. Here we're rounding to the nearest cent. There is where the cent is, so it's $5.25. Again, to the nearest cent, this is going to be $819.98. The nearest dollar is going to be there. That is less than half of a dollar, and so that is just $5. And to the nearest dollar here, we're going to round it up, and that is going to be $820. The word problems that you worked on, here is what a bottle costs, and you round it to the nearest cent. There's where the cents are. So this is $1.15. And here was a tax that was paid. You're supposed to round this to the nearest dollar. There's the nearest dollar, and this is going to be $7,564. Now here are the answers written one more time, and you can pause this if you need to write those down and rework them. But in closing, time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math. It'll make you strong. The series student is going to do more problems and read your book and practice until you are strong at this. I look forward to seeing you in class, and take care.